Hi guys, so for today's video I'm going to be talking about safe haven laws. I got my phone and my little paper so I won't forget things, but okay, those of you that don't know, safe haven laws are laws that allow parents or guardians of an infant to relinquish the child to a safe haven without having to worry about being charged with child endangerment. So basically, if parents or guardians of a child don't believe that they can take care of the infant properly, they can give up their parental rights and relinquish them to a safe haven, which is basically, a lot of times it's either a hospital, a church, it depends on different states, a hospital or church, fire station, or police station. By relinquishing the child, the parent and or guardian gives up all the parental rights, and the child becomes a ward of the state. So if parents don't think that they can properly care for the child, like I said, they can give them up to a safe haven. This is I think it's a really good thing to do, just in my personal opinion. It started in Alabama, I believe, when there was a string of infanticide because parents, they couldn't care for the children, so they placed them in a spot where they would hope someone would find them, but a lot of times the infant would not be found and they'd be dead. And by the time they were found, they'd already have died. So these are my papers now. All of the states have safe haven laws. Puerto Rico has one too. They're a commonwealth, but they still have one. It ranges from typically to 3 days. The time that you can relinquish the infant, it's usually from 3 days old to a year old. That's not, the year old is like I think it's New Mexico? No, not New Mexico. One of them's a whole year though. Oh, North Dakota. North Dakota isn't a whole year. But a lot of times it's from 3 days to 30 days that you can relinquish an infant. I think it should be longer than just the 3 days. I think 30 days or longer is a sufficient amount of time, because sometimes it is an impulse decision. You can't always, right after you give birth to a child, you can't always say, okay, I don't want him. Give him up. But the 30 days to like a year thing kind of gives it more time to let it settle in. It makes it more of almost like an adoption thing, giving your child up for adoption rather than, okay, here, take my child, I don't want him. Because it gives you more time to think about what you want to do. So states that have a 30-day or more limit are Arkansas, Connecticut, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maine, Missouri, Montana, Nebraska, Nevada, New Jersey, New Mexico, New York, North Dakota, Ohio, Oregon. I know it's Oregon, or Oregon, but I say Oregon, okay, whatever. Rhode Island, South Carolina, South Dakota, Texas, Vermont, and West Virginia. If I didn't say a certain state, then they have a date younger than 30 days. So some of them I kind of understand, like my state, Pennsylvania, is younger than 28 days, so it's very close to the mark, but I just did 30 or over. So yeah, I'm going to be making some posts on Science is Pro-Life about how we can fix those laws to make it longer and make it more like an adoption process rather than giving your child up. So in conclusion, I'm going to do a little in conclusion for this video. I think safe haven laws are a great idea because it doesn't, you can't really be traced back if somebody doesn't, especially if it's a teenager, if they know they cannot take care of a child and they can't have parents or anyone finding out, or it'll ruin their life or ruin their reputation, because believe me, it happens sometimes. It'll help you hide your pregnancy better, I feel like. You don't have to go through adoption process, you don't have to meet with people and do this. You can go into a hospital or police station and say, I cannot take care of my baby. No questions asked. you know, it's over. The thing is, it's harder to get back a child. You can't really find a child because they become a ward of the state. So there's only, I believe, an identification number between the parent and the child are the only forms of contact, the only forms of tying the two together for a lot of states. But if you want to know more about safe haven laws in your state, just all you have to do is Google it, and it'll come up with a whole bunch of states or websites that you can use to find out safe haven laws in your community and your state. So thank you for watching, guys. I'll see y'all later. Bye.